Here's a great text. It says, I heard that you will review a trust for free. What are you looking for in a trust that may be a problem? Well, that is a great question.
It is.
Let me tell you why. I did one last week, okay? My commercials here on WDBO for trust reads are something like this. A lot of people who have living trusts are under a false sense of security that they have a living trust and therefore everything's going to be easy breezy, no probate when they pass away. Well, what I'm looking for when I look at a trust are these things. Number one, who's going to take care of business for you when you pass away? Who are your successor trustees? Number two, what happens to your wealth when you pass away? And number three, have you funded your trust? Because a lot of people have living trusts and don't understand that having a living trust in and of itself is not enough to avoid probate. In order to avoid probate with a living trust, it requires two things. Number one, that you have a trust, and number two, that your trust owns your assets. And so these folks had a completely unfunded trust, therefore it was not serving them at all. And a lot of people think, well, Tom, my bank accounts are owned by my trust. Everything must be good. Well, more than likely, your home is not owned by your trust, and that means your home's going to go through probate.
Exactly. And you're right, Tom, is that what's often is that people have either not funded their trust or they have not dealt with the real estate.
Yeah. And by the way,
two most common problems.
A lot of living trusts are about 3 inches thick. They're completely overwhelming for average laymen. So when I say I take a look and see who the trustees are and what happens to the wealth, that in and of itself is sometimes a hard to find within the trust document. So we know how to quickly figure out what your trust says, tell you what it says, talk about whether it's been funded or not funded, and make recommendations about what needs to be done. So again, if you have a living trust or a will, we are happy to review it for free. You want to get that done, all you have to do is call or text Chrissy anytime, 407-808-8398, or call our office.
And we will make those arrangements with you as to whatever is most convenient for you regarding getting it reviewed.
Thank you, Chrissy.